Hey guys, quick origin story here for me, because I don't really talk about myself too much on this channel. So why not give you a little origin story as to how I got into comic books, alright? So, basically, I started playing this game, Batman Arkham City. It was the first Arkham game that I ever played. It was amazing. I was just completely immersed in the game. I got all the Riddler trophies, listened to all the tape. I love the writing. It gave me, feels from when I was a kid watching the animated series, because, just like Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill as Batman the Joker was just amazing. So I played through that game, multiple times, and it made me want to learn more about Batman in general, because it seems like, it's been with me my whole life, and, there's this whole world to Batman. So I immediately went to Wikipedia and just started researching and looking up the list of villains and love interests and all that stuff, and was just completely consumed by that for months and months and months and months. And I think after that, I came across this video by a lady named Grace Randolph. She was talking about the Night of Owls story arc in the New 52 Batman story. So I, at the time, really didn't know anything about comic books whatsoever. Like, when I thought about comic books, I thought about, like, old 1940s, like, really, really old Golden Age comic books, because that's really all that we see in the media, or at least then, but before the New 52, I think, maybe. When I watched a video when she was explaining the Night of Owls, it really intrigued me. The artwork was amazing. I think it was the cover for issue 7. The cover for issue 7, which I saw the artwork. I was like, wow, that's amazing. I wish I was in the comic books and read comic books. I didn't even know, there was a Batman comic that came out consistently month after month after month. That's just how ignorant I was at the time. So a few months passed, I think, and I went into, I was in the Barnes & Nobles, and on a shelf, off into the side, I saw issue 7, hanging up there, and at the time I couldn't remember, but I just remember the artwork, and I was like, I have to get this. Like, I can't remember why, but I just have to get this. So I got issue 7, and right next to it was an issue number 9. Read both of those, but number 7 first, and from the very first page of issue 7 of Batman, I was just completely and totally hooked on the comic book. Just like Scott Snyder's writing and Greg Capullo's artwork, pencils, and Jonathan Glappin's ink just blew me away. I was just completely astonished. It was just like what Arkham City, the game, had me wanting more of from that game, the actual comic book satiated. That's how amazing, like from transitioning from the video game and how amazing that was to, for the first time ever, like reading a comic book, nerdgasm. All right, that's all I'm saying. Just so I read that, and for about a week every day, I was going to the comic book shops in my area for the first time, buying up all the Batman Incorporated, The Dark Knight, Detective, all that stuff. I got the trade back of Volume 1 of Batman, Court of Owls, Night of Owls, and oh boy, it was really great. So later that year, this is 2012. Because I do go to cons, I frequent cons, and there's Baltimore Comic Con. I looked at the guest listing, and to my surprise, Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo were both on the guest list. So I just freaked out. I was so happy when I heard about that, and went to that. I got them to at the time, the Court of Owls series was just finishing up, so I got Greg Capullo and Scott Snyder to sign it, and also just last year, 2013, as Jonathan Glappin signed it, so I got all 3 their signatures on there, and on my trade as well. So that was great. And while I was there at Baltimore Comic Con, I we passed a booth for the Third Eye Comics, which is in Annapolis, Maryland. And they were talking about, they had a couple of events going on. They were going to have creators come in and have book signings for like a month, I think. And the first person on that list was Grace Randolph. And, you know, it was amazing being able to meet her in person and talk to her and, you know, just express how thankful I was to her, because if not for her, I wouldn't read comic books. You know, she is the reason that I read comic books, because of her show Think About the Ink, the weekly web series for the avid comic book reader and those that aspire to become so. And just that little tagline right there that she says at the beginning of every video, you know, meant so much to me. And I told her that, and you know, she thanked me for mentioning that, because someone had commented to her saying, you know, just Grace, stop saying that at the beginning. You know, but you know, that meant really a lot to me. You know, for the avid comic book reader, and those that aspire to become so. That's me. So, you know, so yeah, that's basically it. 2012 was a really great year for me. You know, just like really rapid pace of awesomeness. You know, oh boy, memories, the feels. But yeah, I'll leave a link in the description below to where you can subscribe to. Actually, the video where Grace is talking about her visit to Third Eye Comic Books, and there's actually a picture of her and I shaking hands in that video. I'll leave that in the description below. Follow me on Tumblr, Twitter. Thanks you guys for watching. Like this video, share, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts below, and yeah, I'll see you. Oh, Katsucon 2013. I got my Arkham City case signed by Steve Blum. He voiced Killer Croc in Arkham City and the Electrocutioner in Arkham Origins. But yeah, that's all, guys. That's how I got into comic books. You know, that's why I do my reviews. You know, and yeah. So, peace. Love you guys. See you next time.